Hello, 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 everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy time zones. Hi, friends. How are we today? How are you doing? How's your Sunday? If you can't hear it in my voice, which I assume that you can because I can, uh, I have a bit of a cold. All of the roomies got sick last week, and the kiddo was also sick. Kind of the week before that, and it took till about Thursday for me to start feeling kind of cruddy. We are on the upswing. The downside for that, at least for me, means that I'm coughing and sneezing a bunch. However, we're streaming anyway because I wanted to hang out with you all because I miss you all when I'm not here. So we're gonna stream anyway, and we're gonna play some games, and we're hopefully gonna kick some butt and defeat some ghosties. We'll find out. But how's everyone's weekend so far? How is everyone's weekend going? How was your Sunday? I did not get to sleep in, which, as we all know, is what I think Sundays are totally for. And, well, I got a whole 15 minutes of sleeping in. The big guy, Apollo, starts whining at some point in the morning. He was nice enough to not start whining until about the time my alarm goes off anyway. And he kind of calmed down but kept whining until I got up. And I guess it's part of doggy old age, or at least doggy old age for him or something, that he's not waking us up at 3 or 4 in the morning anymore. So I guess small victories. At least it's closer to when I might normally get up anyway. So I think we'll take it. Yeah, like I said, small victories. But I think that it's just a long time for him, which is sort of funny because during the day, they go out first thing in the morning. They go out kind of around, like when we would get home from work, when Kayaks gets home from work, stuff like that. But during the day, the little dogs go out at least one other time, generally 2 other times. And about 75% of the time, he doesn't go out with them. But somehow, the overnight, which is probably about the same amount of time, that's his, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. I'm not in his brain. I probably wouldn't want to be even if I could. And, we'll just go with that. At least I got a few more minutes, and I will probably take a nap this afternoon. Also, I finally have a whole bunch of clips made. What I've learned about myself is that I think I need to make thumbnails ahead of time. I edit the clips, I've got them ready to go, and in my brain, I'm like, okay, thumbnails takes like 5 minutes. And most of the time, it does take like 5 minutes. But after a long day of work, and getting dinner ready, and whatever else I need to do, for some reason, those 5 minutes, because sometimes it takes 30 minutes, thumbnail, it's all dependent on how long it takes you to get that great screenshot and the stuff and the things and to tweak the colors and to do the whatevers. For some reason, that becomes like this daunting task. And then coming up with titles that don't sound stupid. Or, give away the whole plot or whatever. Like, I don't really want to bury the lead on them necessarily, but at the same time, like, I want you to watch them to see what happens. And anywho, so I'm going to spend part of the afternoon making thumbnails for all the clips that I have ready to go. That way, during my work week, life gets a little bit simpler. Because I really want to post stuff on other places for you all. I enjoy doing it. I like reading the comments. I mean, the good comments, not the crappy comments. We ignore those. And, I want to give you guys stuff to watch when I'm not live and all that sort of stuff. And, make some new friendos along the way. But it all everything requires time, and making the time and making the effort. So I think this is going to solve a lot of that. I hope. Plus, I didn't do a whole lot, being kind of crappy feeling most of the week. Naps have been the big thing, plus I've had to work anyway. So, should we get into some games? I think we should. Let's get into some games. Alrighty. So I was thinking that we would try. We've only been talking about this for like 3 weeks. To finally get this boxed off. We're 6 games away, provided we don't dedge on any of them. And we're like less than half a level away from finally getting the good headgear. Which is kind of why I want to start at Bleasdale, not at Grafton. Because I would really like to boop-boopy-doo, be able to use the headgear for Grafton. Because Grafton is super, super dark. So, we'll see how it goes. Oh, and I think we have break of daylight. Power is upstairs for when we need it. Right, we have Megan Garcia. We need to get a video of Megan. And a photo of the EMF, and then 3 unique photos. Normally I would say, since the Crimson event is over, that we're going to try for perfect games. I think we'll play that part by ear, and we're just going to go for objectives and, of course, ghosty and not dying. I think those are going to be our goals. Now let's take a flashlight. At least drop it in the room. Take a look at the side path and the garden cameras. That camera is being really glitchy. I don't see orbs, so if it's an orbsy ghost, it's not outside. Did anyone do anything fun this weekend? Or, I guess, well, yesterday, which is part of the weekend. Anyone do anything fun? The good hiding is not hiding. See any movies? Go to the zoo, the park. Go golfing. Anything? Anyone do anything interesting? Okay, we can't just keep leaving all the lights on. Nope, and we didn't even look to see. Alright, no music box. No summoning circle. I did not do much of anything. We did finally watch 28 Weeks Later. Yeah, we did the gamut over the last couple of weeks of 28 days and then 28 weeks, 28 years. The newest one, 28 years later. I will forever call it the wrong thing. The third one, I'm not sure how I really feel about it. And there were some things that I really liked about it. I feel like all of the 28 whatever movies are fairly well written. And I do like that instead of standing there and explaining basically to the audience by explaining to some character that's lived in that world for however long, like, you know, we're all stupid, that this is the coldest it's been so far, which is still not, and now it's going up. So, you know, how certain things are, why they are the way they are, but again, like, without standing there saying, so we built this thing because when this happens, yeah, the zombies can't get across, but when this happens, we can't, you know, etc. And I like that. You know, I like that way of telling without telling. It feels unfinished, my personal opinion only. It does very much feel like there should be a part 2. And Kayak's kind of felt the same way. But in general, it was a good movie. It's a movie I would recommend if you're into that kind of a thing. Yeah, if you liked the other 28 movies. So you could. It could potentially be a patio ghost. I don't want you to be a patio ghost. Okay, maybe not. Because that was also set at 16. So maybe not. And now we're up to 17. So I'm going to go with no. Alright. Let's check upstairs. And none of these doors are open. Right, we do have the mirror. I honestly have not really been looking for the bone. So tell me you're here without telling me you're here, Ghosty. Okay, well, Ghosty is here. We gotta keep the flashlight on us. We're gonna do a quick bone hunt. Thanks, Ghost. Oh, we do have Lilith. So anybody who doesn't want to see Lilith, look away now. And now she's gone. I don't know how I would feel about Lilith in real life. However, she doesn't bother me. In fact, I think she's kind of cute. But again, she's a game spider and not a real life spider. I kind of feel like maybe if I had to deal with a spider that big in real life, I might not feel the same way. Okay, I didn't see any bones. If you see the bone, please tell me. I have been known to walk, especially on these maps, I've been known to walk right over like big old spines and stuff, so absolutely, I will not be upset if you yell at me. Please feel free to yell at me that I walked over it. Okay, we do have that hiding spot. Is that candle always knocked out of the thing? I'm kind of gonna go with probably, just because nothing else is out of place, so it doesn't really seem like Ghosty has wandered over there and... Hi, Teddy. Bone. Thank you. Alright, we're gonna drop the camera there. Check our temps again. And let's drop the flashlight there. And grab some more stuff. Grab some more stuff. Get both of those. And you. Get these down. No, we're not going to let me place it on there. Poopy thing. I swear I've done it before, but... yeah. Oh. So what, like right there? Oh, and then it went off anyway. Well... alright. Oh, did we leave a light on in here? We left all the lights on in here. We don't need those on. Hello, very stern sir. Don't mind us, we're just making a mess in your house. We're gonna leave all the gear there. We're gonna leave salt everywhere. We're not gonna even, get rid of the ghost. We're just gonna figure out what it is. And, yeah, you'll probably never want us back after that. We'll just leave a big old mess for you to clean up. Might leave a, a body or two floating around. Well, it's just me, so I guess a body. Depending on how good or bad we do at this today. We've been doing a pretty good job of staying in the light, but I'm sort of surprised that our sanity is still as high as it is. Let's take a look at our camera for a second. And hit record in case there's Orbeez. Oh, we have ghost writing. We've got ghost writing, and we can even see it on the camera for once. Not well, but we can see it. Right, so let's get the ghost writing marked off. Okay, what else do we need? You, and you. Right, photos and video of ghost. Right, drop you there. Stop rolling. Let's grab our photo camera. Get that. Where are you? Where are you? Are you near? Are you close? Are you far? Okay. Wait, it's in my hand. Okay, so we have Spirit Box. That takes away at least some of my least favorite ones. Let's put some salt. Let's put the salt over there too. Okay, still no freezing. Check for orbs. I'm not seeing any. Okay, I'm sure. I thought I heard a footstep. I did. I did. Any feet? Not that I can see. With the carpets and stuff, it's kind of why I try to put one, at least one, like on the wood, sometimes those carpets hide the footprints, as in, like, the footprints appear under the carpet. And, that makes it a little bit difficult. Okay, what else? You know what? Let's get... Oh, I still have the camera in my hand, so I can't grab that anyway. Hit record if we're gonna sit here for a second. Oh, Ghosty turned off the light. Looks like Ghosty turned off power to everything. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure with our stuff, Jin is off anyway. I'm not totally positive about what I think it is. Alright, we'll drop you. Grab you so that we can see. That's a pretty long reach, Ghosty. Ghost might be broken. We're just gonna put that down for a second. I want to check something. Okay. I mean, twins is off the table, so... we could use it for our last pick. Turn that noise off. Still just a 2. I don't know which door it played with. Oh, we have dots. Stay in there long enough. Did it record it? Did it record it? No, it gave me a second motion sense. Alright, well, with dots, we've got a Dio. Alright, well, we know we can get a ghost video if we need to, with it hunting and stuff. But I don't know. If I don't need it to hunt, I don't want to. Like, hunting isn't one of the objectives, so if I don't need it to do it, I kind of don't want to worry about it doing it. So maybe if we have 2 dots, we'll be able to actually get dots out of it. It's touching stuff. But it doesn't seem to be actually, like, doing anything. I mean, now that we want it to dots and we're ready for it to dots, it's not gonna do it. Come on, Ghosty. Come on, Megan. You can do it. I'm gonna start calling you Meggie if you don't. Because I'm sure that is exactly your favorite nickname, is being Meggie. I actually knew someone who went by Meggie. However, most Megans aren't that I've met. I cannot speak for everybody. Don't seem to be that into Meggie as their nickname. Is it because we're out of the room? Is it like super doing nothing because we're out of the room? I don't know. Right underneath me. Come on, can you do dots so that I can actually see the dots? And get a recording? It would be much appreciated. Come on, Megan. Go through the dots. What about that way? Is that better? We could be here 400 years for a flippin' dots video. It might be faster to get a hunting ghost video. I do want to check sanity, but also I'm just tired of sitting there, so I think we'll go watch from the van for a second. Maybe it'll be more inclined to dots when we're not there. I don't know. I mean, our sanity is still totally... So we're just gonna hang out here for a minute and wait for dots. We've been getting Dios a lot lately. Like, I wonder if it's changed our most common ghost. Oh, it tried to record light flickering. As soon as I give up, it's gonna dots, I'm sure. But we've already spent 30 minutes in this investigation, and I don't know how many minutes waiting for it to dots, so we might just give up. It flipping finally got it. Cool. Alright. We've got our objectives. Finally. Let me make sure I have it actually marked off. I do. Let's get out of here.
Welcome back.
And we were correct. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, we must have gotten... We got a daily. Thank you. I need the headgear. Now let's hope we have enough money for the headgear. Because the headgear is expensive. Ensuite bathroom. Alright, let's go get our headgear. We are 2,000 short. 2,000 short of getting the headgear. Dang nabbit. Alright. Well, let's try... Let's try. That's all we can do, right? Let's try a Grafton. Did it update? Sometimes these things are a little slow to update. Yeah, it hasn't updated it yet. Alright, here we go. We'll do a flashlight again. Who do we have? Tim Manson. Motion sensor. 3 videos. And video of the ghost again. Ugh. Why for video of ghost? I mean, if it's dots, it's not too bad. If it's not dots, sometimes it's a pain. I think probably for this room we have to have all of those lights on. Okay, 9 is roughly our base. And I say roughly because the temps for this are very, quite varied based on the weather outside. And I'm sure that you have all heard... I'm sure you've all heard about Nell's Diner releasing on Tuesday. I hear silverware. I think Ghosty's in here. And we have the fridge hiding, so, you know, Ghosty in here would be pretty likely. And I see breath. It did slam a door on us, or at least we heard it slam a door. It didn't actually slam the door, like, on us. Alright, so we still need bones and objects. So, yeah, Tuesday we will be taking a break from Water Park Sim and exploring Nell's. I am going to watch probably all the CCs I can possibly get my hands on, because we all know I like spoilers. But it's still completely different. Like, it's a completely different experience from me watching someone else go through and explore and try to figure out where the hiding stuff is and figure out those things than when I do it. You know, I walk in with a basic knowledge of, like, where stuff is, or what hiding is, or what what different things there are that you can interact with. But actually getting to see it myself and experience it myself and then show you guys myself bone is still completely different. That was me. Right, but we don't have Jerry. Right, let's go get the power back on. Right, what lights do we definitely want on? We definitely want you on. And these 3 on. Okay, so that's 4 lights. Oh, yay. Mirror. That's made this easier. So, yeah, I'm super excited. Like I said, we won't be doing Water Park Sim this week or next week because there are also going to be drops. So, we won't have any this week, but I believe next week we get drops. I believe. I could be wrong. You know, my snot-addled brain could be absolutely making things up. I'm pretty sure, though. I'm fairly certain that that's what I remember reading. Get that Crucie in there. I think as long as Ghosty behaves, we can drop the flashlight. So far, Ghosty has behaved, and it's just been me that's been doing dumb things. Alright, get the other Crucie in there. Also get the EMF. If for no other reason, then we can definitely get a picture from it. We need videos this time instead of pictures, though, I believe. Right? Okay, I think that covers the whole room. I actually didn't think to make sure that this covered. Okay, so we do need this one to be... Okay, there's gaps. There's just no real good spot with these. I think that's as good as we're getting. Thank you, Ghosty, for giving me at least a video. Right, we're gonna go see what our camera placement looks like, what dots look like, hopefully. No, we have a potential EMF 5, but the EMF is still in my hand. Turn on the night vision, because hopefully there's orbs. Okay, dots you don't do, or dots, right. EMF, you don't really do any good in my hand. What's our sanity look like? 80, okay. Not quite freezing. Okay. Let's go grab a couple more things. Okay, so we need you, and we need motion sensor. Okay. I think after this we're gonna med up. Where are you? Where are you? Are you near? Are you close? Are you far? Are you old? Are you young? Where are you? I'm kind of guessing no. No, that's not really where I wanted it, but I will take it. I don't see any feet. Oh, I do see feet. There's feet. Where's my camera? Where is my camera? Oh, it's right there. Feet are gone, but we can mark it. Turn that off so that I can see better. Get a photo. Cool. And then we got both the door. Oh, it only gave us disturbed salt. That's okay. Getting the motion sensor is a lot less finicky. Of course, now it's not going to go through the motion sensor. So I think we need to med up. And we were floating right around 80 last time we were out here. But we don't need it to hunt, so I think just medding up is the way to go. And there was another EMF 5 on the board, so let's see if we can actually confirm that. Right, still no freezing. That's an EMF 2. No, I didn't mean to take this out with me. I'm losing my mind. Right, so we do have ads getting ready to start. One place said that they were starting right now, another one says they're starting in 4 minutes. We're just gonna run ads here in a second. So what I'm gonna do is throw another dots in there, and we're just gonna sit and watch the video camera, and then I will run the ads, so no one is gonna miss anything. You're just gonna miss us staring at the camera. Oh, we finally have ghostwriting, which I am not going to get too fast enough for a picture. And it's also still just an EMF 2. Alrighty, so let's put ghostwriting down. I can get a picture of it, so at least there's that. Alright, we are going to turn the night vision on. I will do the pan around also. But let's... Alright. So, I do run ads once an hour, just for 3 minutes. It keeps pre-roll off so that no one coming in gets hit with ads. And if for some reason you have to refresh your stream, you don't get smacked with ads either. We are not going to do anything. We are going to sit here and watch the video camera with record on. So if you get ads, you're not missing anything. And if you don't get ads, we're just, I guess, help me watch the camera. I do appreciate you all sitting through the ads. They really do help out the stream, and they support me and all that good stuff. Right, so here come the ads for anyone who's gonna get ads. Okay, no, I wasn't recording because I wasn't on it. For the motion sense one, let's pan around. See if we get orbs anywhere. Nope, but there went the motion sensor, of course. Finally recorded the motion sensor. At least I'm pretty sure that's what it recorded, yeah. Okay, we're going to turn off the auto recording, just in case the motion sensor goes off a bunch again. All right, but I'm not seeing it do any dots. Is dots even an option? No, it isn't. So neither is orbs. Spirit box, freezing, or EMF. Alright, it looks like ads are finishing up. Welcome back from the ads. Anyone who was in ads, you did not miss a thing, except that we finally got our motion sensor video. And we did go through and check and see if we even could get dots or orbs. Based on the fact that we have seen a couple of EMF 5s on the board, I'm thinking it's a myling, but we haven't been able to confirm those, so I didn't, we can't check it off fully yet. That also does mean that getting a ghosty video is going to be a bigger pain in the butt. I might as well take the camera back in. In theory, we could get one more photo. Sorry about that. I had to sneeze. And I did not think that any of you all wanted to hear that. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get freezing. We can try to bait an EMF 5 again. Just to be sure. Where are you? 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 Nope, still just an EMF 2. However, no freezing, no spirit box, so feel like that time for sure, because it blew out the candle while I was spirit boxing. We know it was in the room, we know it was in range, and it didn't respond. So I think, and we've tried doing it twice, I think we can definitely rule out spirit box this time. Alright, so the question is, how do we get a video of the ghost? I can get my sanity down, but I don't really want to have to try and get a hunting video of a myling. I cannot remember what their speed is off the top of my head. So I'm not sure. Let's look it up. Unless anybody in chat knows off the top of their head. Okay. Provided I'm reading everything on the cheat sheet correctly, they are normal speed. So there is that. In theory, we could try. That should have dropped our sanity a little bit. I didn't want to drop it too much yet, because we don't have any of our stuff. And, yeah, we need to be a little prepared for this. At least a little bit. Okay, so do that, do this. Maybe stick this one here. I don't know if that's enough or not. I feel like it should be. Do we need to go check? Oh, here he comes. Come on, record. Record. Did we do it? Haha! We fricking did it, y'all. We fricking did it. Right, let's get out of here, and then we can celebrate. Huh. We did it. We did it. Alright. So, we have the video. We know it's smiling. Let's get out of here.
Welcome back.
And we were correct. Bum 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 bum. And we must have gotten another daily. Cool beans. Anything real interesting? Nope. Right, do we have... We are 200 short. We are 200 short. But we should only have 4 more left. It's a little slow on updating. I just want to look at the weekly tasks here for a second. Collect bones. Find the correct ghost type. Capture unique ghost media. Well, we might not get any of those. I mean, any of the weeklies. Just because we're not doing the challenge. We're not going to do this coming week's challenge either. Because it's another sort of 0 evidence, 0 sanity, 0 anything. And I might not have any sanity. But I do need to play with some evidence. I mean, maybe I could get away with no evidence, but I doubt it, and I prefer having evidence. It is just my preference. I am much more comfortable that way. Alright, let's do another Grafton. Hopefully we have another ghost that behaves as well as the last one. J. Lavender. Right, 3 photos. We need to escape J during a hunt. And sanity below 25. And power is upstairs. So we might not worry about getting all the objectives this time. Check temps. 8 degrees. Look for bones. To be honest, if the bone is ever in this room, I'm probably never gonna find it. Oh, I did learn. I heard this in... Whose stream was I in? I think it was Don't Fight Ducks. Was saying that the lore between the farmhouses is that we have fridge hiding again. The family that lived in this farmhouse, the family in the Bleasdale house was like the grandparents, and then in this house, and then something bad happened to the parents, and the daughter, well, granddaughter, went to go live at Bleasdale with her grandparents. And whatever happened, and Then the ghost followed her. Okay, this is... No, it's basically all still the same. Okay. So that's kind of the lore, I guess. The time frame... Well, I don't know. In the sense that this house is... So, we have this hiding. Yeah, this house is just falling apart at the seams everywhere. That... Got lots of doors open. It feels like, it's been a minute. So she went to live with Grandma and Grandpa, and it took some years. Which is possible. I mean, I'm not saying it's not. Oh, it's definitely not in here. It is really warm in this room. I don't remember what it was in this one. That's why we're checking again. However, either way, that's some pretty cool lore. It's kind of nice to hear the lore, to know that there is some lore. I do like there being stories behind some of the maps. Phone. I'm glad I looked around. I mean, it's too late. I've already picked it up, but we've had it happen once or twice where it hasn't counted the bone because of whatever angle I've taken the photo at. Right, so Ghosty does not seem to be downstairs. Let's turn off these lights. You have to actually hit all of the switches, Ed, before they will all turn off. Hello, Rubber Ducky. We didn't even say hi to you last time. No ghosties hanging out with you, though? Send you downstairs. That way I can collect you later. Provided I remember, because I might not today, Ducky. Do we have a dolly room ghost? We have a doll room ghost, guys. We have a doll room ghost. I don't know how I feel about it, dollies. Oh, and you have the creepy old man hanging out with you. The other light switch is over here. There it is. Okay, well, you don't have the summoning circle. We do have the music box. And power is there. Alright, dolls. We're gonna have to hang out together for the next few, so please behave. Or talk to me. I don't know what you said, though. And I don't know which one of you it was. Was it you? Or are you up there? I also don't know what you all are touching. Or what the ghost is touching. Okay, we're gonna drop the flashlight there. Nope, Ghosty keeps talking to me. I think it keeps saying behind me. Dolly does, not Ghosty, sorry. The Dolly keeps talking to me. Or come find me? That might be what it's saying. Okay, I don't know why I'm looking at that. I don't have any of that stuff up yet. Definitely need one of those. Get you. Get you down. Yeah. Deer in frickin' headlights. Just deer in headlights. Okay, so we want this bad boy. That event zapped my sanity, something fierce. Get those. Okay. Ghost turned out the power. Okay, we're gonna drop that there. Grab you. Of course, now I can't see my crucie. There it is. Ghost really likes touching cabinets. It's opened and closed cabinet doors a bunch. I haven't seen any of them do it, any of them open or close, but I've heard it. Alright, we are going to find ghost orbs. Because there are definitely orbs. Okay, let's see if it dots us or anything else we can use. Alright, so far just ghost orbs. And we've got a picture of a creepy ghost. Alright, Jay. You can't pick up the motion sensor, Ed. You've already got full hands. Durr. Oops. Well, since this is in my hand, I guess we'll just do this first. It's the other light I have to turn off. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Are you near? Are you close? Are you far? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Okay, we're going with no so far. We can hide in that cabinet if we need to. I kind of hope we don't need to. Alright, drop you down for real. And not accidentally pick you up. Oh, we've got feet. We have feet. So we still have a few options plus mimic. Nope, it saw it for a second, but not fast enough. Still no freezing. No EMF from the door. That doesn't really mean anything. We could have just not been fast enough. It could have been too low on the radar. There's a few options. Okay, still no dots. If we called it orbs, dots is an option, EMF is an option, writing. Okay, so writing is not. Freezing is. Spirit box would prove mimic. And so would freezing. Okay. What's in my hands? Motion sensor, candle, and nothing. Let's bring one of these. Excuse me, everybody. I think I muted in time. I hope I did. We never grabbed a lighter. Okay, where... Put you there. Put you there. Thanks for the video. No thanks for the scaring the crap out of me. That is an EMF 2. We of course missed the candle blowout. Oh, and we have dots. Ghosty just dotsed in front of me. Right, so that removes... We have a banshee. Okay, now do you want to do it when, like, I've got the video camera in my hand? We had better check sanity. We had better check sanity. Okay, so we are basically in hunt range. We can... We can escape a hunt with the banshee. We can. I don't love it, but we can. Let's grab you. It shouldn't come to us between floors. Right? Although we do have crucies up there. Crap. And I'm pretty sure that what sounded like a breaking doll was one trying to teleport to us, or maybe teleporting to us. Okay, it is. We are right in hunt range. Fuck. I guess we're doing it in the dark, y'all. Because I'm not going upstairs. I think the door is shut. I can't tell. Shit. We're stuck. I don't know where I am. I am thoroughly lost now. Bye, cruel world. Yeah. We don't need to look at him laughing at me. Well, that was a bust. Yeah, this map is just really too dark. And I probably should have been smart and tried stream sniping, but even still. So unfortunately, that one will not count towards our goal of trying to get this boxed off. However, the upside is we do only have 4 left. We also lost a bunch of money, so now we still need to wait to get our headgear even more. Oh well, it is what it is. We tried. Right, let's do another Bleasdale.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. There have been new reports of a cursed object nearby. This must be the reason that the ghost was summoned here.
Yep, Ghosty got summoned by a cursed object, according to the talking head. Let's see who we have. Becky Carter. Sanity below 25, parabolic, and photo of the ghost. Alright. We'll look on these, see if we see any orbsies. Not that I can see. So I'm going to assume no orb. Well, I'm going to assume that that's not the ghost room. More so than no orbs. And away we go. Check a temp. Get a little bit of a base here. That hiding is locked again. I heard a cabinet or a door or a something. Oh, we've got circle. But no power in here. Also no ghost in here. No ghost in here either. There really ought to be both switches on both sides. My opinion only. Do we have a Ouija board? No. Admittedly, did not look for... Is power out here? No, so it must be upstairs. For the music box. Okay, so I am going with ghosts, probably not out here either. It does help if you get close enough to the switches to turn them off. No mirror. I don't see the bone. This door is open. I mean, all the doors downstairs, well. No Jerry. Hi, Teddy. I don't see any bones. In this room, especially, bone. I very literally almost missed it. If I hadn't looked straight at it, no way would I have seen it. That hiding is also locked. No monkey paw. But, you know, just in case. And that's actually one of the reasons that I kind of like looking, watching the previews and that sort of thing. I'm usually working, so I'm not watching them. You know, they're on more as background. But like some of the little Easter eggs that, or the little things that you can interact with, that it just wouldn't occur to me were things that you could interact with. We're all the way up here. Okay, my least favorite spot. we still need... Oh, we have the cursed object. We have the summoning circle. Okay. We're gonna keep the flashlight. And because I'm not 100% glued to the screen, I miss a bunch of stuff, so I get to kind of discover some things on my own also. But yeah, finding all the fun interactables is something I definitely... It's something I enjoy seeing. And kind of knowing, and then running around and playing with them myself. But oh, it's just dark on that stairwell when you walk into it. Okay. Best room coverage. I hope. Our plan is to stay right near the door, so... If it spawns in a back corner, hopefully we notice in enough time to do something about it. Get the night vision on. Okay. Oh, we could check temps again while we're up here. We never did go, thanks Ghost, back here. Okay. Yeah, I was pretty sure Ghost just popped the power, but you gotta check sometimes. Alright, what do we look like sanity-wise? Our sanity is really good. That was a 4. Nope, we've got ghost writing, and we got a video of it. I love it when that happens. If this is another Dio, I'm gonna laugh. Okay, what do we have in our hands? UV, Spirit box, salt. Get a picture of the ghostwriting. I'm looking for orbs. Nope, it saw one. There it is down there. Okay. And of course we missed the footstep in the salt. We might still be able to get feetsies from it. Looks like no, but that's an EMF 3. We can at least get a photo of that. We already know we have orbs, so we don't need the night vision. Cool. Alright. So ghostwriting takes mimic off, so we can mark our orbs. Mayor, Revenant, or Thay. Where are you? Where are you? You're right near me somewhere. Oh, there you are. You're not there anymore, though. Okay. Do we want to try this again? Not really. Where are you? Where are you? You're far from somewhere, but thanks for the spirit box. And not scaring the shit out of me this time. We have a mayor. What are our objectives? Photo of the ghost, well that would have been parabolic insanity. Okay. So let's grab the parabolic. And grab a view. Alright. We do have ads coming up soon. I will try to keep track of it. Actually, let's just have them run now. By the time I get up there, it'll be time for them to run anyway. Right, I do 3 minutes of ads every hour to keep pre-roll off. It also means you don't get smacked with ads if you have to refresh your stream for any reason. I am going to get some words on stream for you all. So that way, if you don't get hit with ads, you're not staring at a blank screen. Or if you don't get all the ads, you can play the word game. I am going to take a quick break to refill my water and blow my nose and stuff. So if you do end up in ads, please feel free to go get some snacks, get some water, go to the bathroom, do whatever you need to do. And I will be back in just a few minutes. Right, I am back. It looks like you all are also back. What kind of ads did we get? Did you get food ads? Did you get that weird computer / Wendy's ad that I get often? Turn all of that stuff off. Okie dokie. So we have We have all of our evidence. We're not gonna get an easy photo of the ghost, I'm afraid. Our sanity is pretty high, which surprises me, to be honest, with a mayor, but what do I know? So we're gonna hang out right here for a few, see if we can get a parabolic from Ghosty. Come on, Ghosty. Come on, Ghosty Wosty. This is like a really lazy mayor, I feel like. Becky Carter. Well, now it's hearing something, but it's not hearing anything that is usable. Ghosty touched a door. Come on, Ghosty. And make a sound or do like a ghost form long enough for me to flip over and get a picture of it. I need both. Come on, Ghosty. Come on. Now this mayor's just doing nothing. I mean, it's flickering lights. But beyond that... I don't really know why I walked around in a circle, I guess in a vain attempt to convince it that it wanted to do something. I don't know, folks. Do we just want to call this one a win and move on? I kind of do. I mean, our sanity is so high that to get down to the 25, I mean, we could light the summoning circle. That would also give us our photo. But then it's probably going to hunt right from there. And where would we go? Okay, let's look for hiding. That one's locked. We don't have... I don't know that those really function as hiding like they do. I mean, we have this hiding, but with Ghosty being right there, I don't know if that's gonna be a good idea. Oh, my hands are full. It's hard to pull a crucie out of there if you don't have any space for it in your handsies. But I think that is where we will try to hide. I don't love the idea, but it is the best idea I've got at the moment. Also, hopefully with the crucie right there. Oh, these won't prevent cursed hunts though, will they? So it's gonna hunt my butt for sure. Hmm. How much sanity do you blah 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 do you lose per candle? How much sanity do you lose? Okay, so it's 16. Looking it up anyway, it says you lose 16%. You know, I just don't feel confident enough. We're not going to worry about it. We're going to take our money. And we'll just move on to the next one. We'll come back and hopefully get more vindication. Hopefully get a mayor that doesn't want to do not a damn thing.
There's some jobs ready for you.
Anything worth noting? Yeah, it did one event. Finally. All right, let's get those in. Now we're going to have to remember. We're going to have to remember that we have headgear that lights up and remember to turn it off. Because we've not had headgear for so long, it feels like I'm pretty sure I've forgotten that I'll have to do that. So these next couple could be interesting. Okay, this hasn't updated, but we only need 3 more. So let's see if we can get them.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation.
Yay!
Objects nearby. This must be the reason that the ghost was summoned here. Take a look. You may be able to use it to your advantage.
Alright, Gregory Jackson. Alright, Greg. You better behave. We need to sense Greg with the motion sensor, get a photo of Greg, and we gotta repel him while he's chasing. I hope you are doing well, lurking. Hello, Monk. How are you? I know you're lurking, so feel free to ignore that question. I hope your day is going well. Alrighty, now that we have headgear, yay, makes me so happy. We just have to remember, and remind me everybody, that I have to turn it off if we deal with hunting ghosties. Hopefully we don't have to deal with hunting ghosties. Okay, so far the hallway seems to be average temp. Same within here. Nope, we have fridge hiding. It's fridge hiding for 3 for 3 today. Not, well, I was about to say not that it's done us any good, but it did. One time. It did that one time. The other time we just couldn't see anything. Power is upstairs. Was that breath I just saw? It totally was. Alrighty, so Ghosty is right here. These crucies will not cover the whole room. Put that one there. It should... Yeah, it doesn't cover back there, but I think it's as good as we're getting. Okay, we still need a bone and a cursed object. Cursed object down. I cannot see the bone at all. So, as always, if you all see it, please yell at me. Oh, hey, look. Ask and apparently... it will oblige, at least this time. Our neighbor has a couple of like indoor, outdoor cats. One of them she thinks might have belonged to like a former neighbor of ours. He just kind of showed up one day and never left. I mean, not really never left because the cat goes outside, but basically the neighbor kind of thinks that maybe the former neighbors just stopped taking care of him. So, you know, he found better humans. But we've seen that cat has been around. I mean, he's made friends with us. He comes and hangs out. He sits on our front porch, climbs on our roof, you know, all the things. This cat has kind of claimed our house, and I think it's entirely possible that maybe the previous owners of our house are the ones who might have not been so fabulous people. Because when we first moved in, he would try to come in the house often. Well, recently, within like the last, I don't know, week or so, he's been doing it again. Like, you know, it's pretty normal for him to be around our house and hang out in the front stoop, especially in the evenings. A couple of times a week or something like that, but we've seen him like every day. And wanting to come inside. Where are you? Hi, ghost. Where are you? Are you gonna spirit box? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I mean, you just walked through me, so... You're right here, we know it. The video camera doesn't see him, though. We're gonna go with no spirit box for now. So, back to the neighbor cat. Yeah, he's been wanting to come in the house again, which has us a little concerned because, you know, we know that he's well taken care of. Like, we know the neighbor. They love their cats. We know that they're well taken care of. We know that the one that likes to hang out in front of our, at our house a lot is outside way more than the neighbor would like, but that's what the cat wants to do. And so we've started putting water out, and we put food out a couple of times. And like, if he's there when we put food out, he's immediately on it. And I mean, he's not a starving, like a really skinny cat, so it could just be that he's if food is presented, he will eat. But usually when we've done it before, like when he first started coming around, really, and we weren't sure, we hadn't really met the neighbor, we didn't really know. See, Dots does take orbs away. We did see orbs, even though the camera didn't see them. So we'll have to move the camera around. And do we need to pill up? Maybe not yet. We've also realized that the neighbor's dog we haven't heard the neighbor's dog. The neighbor's dog is kind of barky. And not that our dogs are, quiet animals, but their dog does tend to kind of bark. Like if we're in the backyard, the dog barks. If the dogs are in the backyard, the dog barks. And we just haven't heard or seen the dog really at all. So we wonder, we haven't seen the other cat. There were 3, but we've only ever really seen 2. And the other cat, that should be orbs. I didn't see them, but I assume that that's what the camera saw because it was a weird angle. Yes. And okay, I do need to put salt. Did I just throw my salt? I did. So, like I said, we know that they're a responsible pet owner. I don't love the indoor-outdoor cat thing, especially in a city. However, that's what the cat has always done, so it's probably more of a thing of pretty difficult to get the cat not to. I can understand that too. But the second cat we've only ever seen once. And that cat usually kind of runs from us. It's definitely not the most outgoing cat, especially compared to the other one. And the cat that doesn't hang out with us as much was very, hey, love me, pet me, and only for about 30 seconds, and then it was over it. It was like, there's 2 of you, because it was both me and the kiddo. We were getting ready to head off to take her to school. So we're starting to wonder if something is going on, because it's unlike our neighbor to just leave the kitties kind of to fend for themselves. And we don't know if that's the case. Maybe Mr. Man just wants to hang out with us all the time. Ghosty cut the power. Where did we say power was? Was power downstairs or was power upstairs? Ooh, we might... Power's upstairs. We might want some meds. Oh, it's in my hand. We can't look at anything. Alright, photo and repel. I have a sneaking suspicion. Oh, it's not even an option, so never mind. My sneaking suspicion is not. Did we get... We did get freezing, and I didn't mark it off. We have a Yuri. Okay. And what were our objectives again? Photo of the ghost. So maybe we put that down. What else is in my hands? Nothing. Okay, so we can have both. We can get a dots photo. And we probably won't worry about the repel while chasing. We just probably won't. Of course, now that we want a dots photo, it's not going to do it. Oh, it finally stepped in that salt. And I'm out of the room, right? Do I need to be in the room? You know, like if I took 2 steps in, it would suddenly dots. Silly Ed. Okay. So we've got our photo. What do we look like for photos? We can keep it in our hand. I pretty much just want to get a motion sense video. We don't need it, but if we're going to skip the last objective, I'd rather get a couple of dollars. Thanks for hissing at me. It's kind of rude to hiss at women, you know. I mean, it's kind of rude to hiss at people in general, but... I don't know why that made this pop into my head. I was reading one of those stupid listicle whatever thingies that, you know, show up on Facebook that we all just read to kill time because we want to, you know, lose some IQ points and some brain cells. And it was like, these are red flags if your partner doesn't male presenting, you know, your guy partner doesn't do these things. And one of them was the sidewalk rule, and I had to look this up because it didn't explain what it meant by the sidewalk rule. And the sidewalk rule is that men are supposed to be closer to the traffic and then women on the inside. However, back in the day, when indoor toilets were not so much a thing and it was chamber pots and outdoor bathrooms and all of that, it was the reverse. And it was the reverse because people would just dump their chamber pots out their window, which meant that the streets had to be disgusting. So it was the reverse, so that way if someone dumped their chamber pot and you happened to be walking... Oh crap. We're too busy talking over here. So, oops. I was definitely losing enough sanity for that. We were not fully lit. I don't know why I'm trying to walk out the door either. Anyway, so if you happen to unfortunately be underneath a window when somebody decided to dump their grossness, you could be hit with it. And so therefore... And I'm pretty sure that this article doesn't know that at all. I mean, considering it didn't even explain to you what it was talking about. So, anyway, there's some random history for you. Oh, and I have no money. None at all. Yay. Okay. We're gonna do a quick little tangle before trying to go back to doing other stuff, because we need some bucks here. This is gonna be rough. Very rough.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. Whoever was here must have summoned the ghost with a cursed object. Investigate it, but be careful. We don't know what it's capable of.
Alright, cleanse... Well, we're not doing any of these. We're finding the ghost and getting out. So, we don't care what the objectives are. I'm not really sure why I grabbed a flashlight, but we'll put it in the doorway. Turn on some lights. Okay, not the nursery, at least most likely not. We don't really have a baseline yet. Okay, so maybe the nursery. Oh my goodness. It's like we forgot how to open doors. It could be the nursery. I do want to get the bone if I see it. because that is a few extra dollars that we most certainly need. It's still steadily dropping in here. I'm pretty sure this is where we are. Why? What the hell? Oh, well, maybe that's why it wouldn't open. That's our story and we're sticking to it. Oh, that's an EMF 5. I don't know what it was EMF 5ing about, but we'll take it. Where are you? Where are you? Are you near? Are you close? Are you far? Are you old? Are you young? Are you friendly? Do you like pizza? Do you like cheese pizza? Ooh, pizza sounds good. I kind of want pizza for dinner. Actually, I was thinking of doing a pasta thing. I did soup last night. I had soup for breakfast. I'll have more soup for lunch. Okay, let's get our EMF 5 in the book. No salt. Alright, camera, dots. Orbs. At least I think it was this door. I could be wrong. There, that way, if Ghosty plays with other doors, we'll know. Okay, still no freezing. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Okay, no UV. Hey! Yuck. Okay, so we're thinking no UV, no ghost writing. With orbs, that gives us a Raiju. I'm more willing to say no freezing than no UV right at the moment. I still like Raiju though, I think. What is up? User error. At least I assume it's user error because, let's face it, it's me. Oh, we have dots. Okay, that confirms Raiju. Is it gonna actually record it? No. Anyway, that's our goal. We got a few buckaroos. So then maybe we can get back to normal.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Yay, we got some monies. And we got a little extra. It's not a lot of money, but it's money. Now, we can't buy everything. That's what I think about that. Okay. Take you out. Take you. What else do we probably not need 4 of? I mean, lighters are so cheap that probably won't make any difference. We probably don't need all the tripods. Or all the video cameras. Why does this say more than the last one? I don't even know what this loadout was for or anything. I guess we could try one less. A motion sensor, a parabolic, a photo, all the salt, all the sanity. There, okay, we at least have something. We have at least one of everything in the van. Alright, we need some vindication from Grafton here. But we are not going to do stupid things like talk about chamber pots while draining all of our sanity. Who are we kidding? We totally are. Well, probably not chamber pots. We already talked about those. But
Prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. There have been new reports of a cursed object nearby. This must be the reason that the ghost was summoned here. Take a look. You may
for a minute, I thought that said Gary, and I was gonna kind of laugh. Gary Gacy. Photos with the camera, cleanse the area, and parabolic. Alright, we do not need any hunts. We are not doing any hunts. And we're not going to get distracted by chatting. Oh, and it's snowing. Okay, is this photo always down here? Okay. Ooh. No bones that I can see anyway. No fridge hiding this time. Let's get this light off. Okay, power is down here for once. Oh, we do have the hiding back here, though. That's very interesting. The temp keeps bumping pretty far down and then coming back up. I'm not really sure what to make of that. There I'm holding it down and going, I isn't doing anything. No, we didn't look around here for objects or bones. So because the temps have dropped way down and then bounced back up, I'm kind of worried about a stalker ghost. No tarot. Also, because there's, holes in everything, the temps are, as we've discussed before, kind of wonky. But that's an indicator. Throwing toilet paper at me, are we? So I'm gonna guess that you're in here. Okay, so we found the bone. We do still need the object. And we have Jerry! Hi, Jerry! We're gonna take you out to the van where you're nice and safe, Jerry. I love his little wobbly head. You okay there, Jerry? I mean, now you look like you're gonna fall off the thing. There we go, that's better. Ooh. EMF, wait, what's in my hand? Oh. Photo camera is still in my hand. Got it. Sanity still looks good. And one of the downsides to this room being small is actually getting all the stuff. Alright, so we've got the video camera down, so let's check it real quick. Ghost shut the door. But we've got orbs. And Ghost did not shut the door all the way. Which means probably not a Yuri. So, you know, something else can dedge me for not paying attention. Hit this and this and this. I've already forgotten our objectives. Photos, cleanse, parabolic. Oh, I didn't even put any land. Oh, no, I have that. I have candles, not the lanterns. Good grief, Ed. You're just forgetting all the things. I don't know if this light needs to be off too. I'm just gonna assume. Where are you? Where are you? Are you near? Are you close? You're throwing toilet roll at me. Oh, we got a spirit box response. So with spirit box, mimic is definitely a thing, or these other options. Right, so far no freezing. Let's go grab our UV and our salt. And our motion sensor. Okay, drop the salt. Nope, that was dots. Which takes mimic away. We've got a yokai. I haven't had a yokai in a while. Alright, what are... for a minute, I super thought it could be hunting. Okay, what are our objectives? Photos, incense, parabolic. Oh, and we've got ads. Alright, I'm gonna go out to the van. Okay, we run 3 minutes of ads every hour. It helps keep, it keeps pre-roll off. It also prevents you from getting ads if for some reason you have to refresh the stream. During that time, I take a break and do whatever I might need to do, like bathroom, refill my water, blow my nose in this case, etc. I get words on stream for anybody who does not get ads. As soon as I find the button, or doesn't get all the ads, and if you get ads, you're not missing anything. I will see you in just a few. Thanks for hanging out and supporting the stream. If you get hit with ads, it really does help. Alright, I am back. It looks like there's only a few seconds left on the ads. So, we're just going to get the word game off. Turn off the BRB. During this time, Ghosty knocked over the video camera. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. All you missed was Ghosty knocking over the video camera. And it for a second attempting to record dots. Okay, so we need more photos. Cleanse and parabolic. So let me take this and this. I just need one photo of like anything I can get a photo of. I don't know what it is with me suddenly. I cannot do the door. Alright, there's the cleanse. I have an EMF in here, right? I don't think I do. That's dumb. Nope, it is right here on the wall. Alright, so we get this EMF in there. That will give us an easy third photo. Is you can take a photo of any EMF reading. So that'll be an easy one. I'm gonna fix our video camera. Since Ghosty insisted on knocking it over. I don't know why, when the parabolic's on and suddenly all the sound goes away, somehow in my brain that means I need to be quiet too. Alright, there's that objective done. So now we just need the parabolic. Has anyone... Right. I used to follow a guy on TikTok who fostered rabbits, and he would say, hey, any bun. You know, or every bun, I think. Okay, that should count. It does count. Ghosty, you can totally have my parabolic. I don't want it. Anyway, that is not what I was starting to say, but my misspeaking made me think of it. Right, we have a yokai. Let's find out if we're correct. And we were correct. Bum, 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 bum. And we've actually got some dollars coming in this time. Anything interesting? Anything? Nope. Okay. Enable loadout. Give me all my stuff. Thank you. Oh, we did take a couple of things out. Trying to save $1 here and there. Anything else we need to raise back up? No, I think that's everything. I think that's good. Okay. Out of curiosity, we kind of asked ourselves this earlier, and statistics. Most deaths. Our most common is still a wraith. I would love for this to finally flip to the correct thing at some point. But total time investigating 313 hours. Anyway, shall we see how good or bad this looks? So we should be at 48, right?
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
Yes. All right, we only need 2 more. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do the 2 more. Hopefully we get them.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. Whoever was here must have summoned the ghost with a cursed object. Investigate it, but be careful. We don't know what it's capable of.
Lucy Roberts. These are very similar to last game's objectives. Motion sensor, parabolic, and 3 videos. Okay, only one of them is exactly the same, but we had 3 photos, 3 videos. Similar. Okay, it's just clear skies. We have been so very lucky today, so far, knock on wood, that we have not had the bone be in this room. Okay, ghost was somewhere nearby. I just don't know where. And that's a dust particle going flying. Hi, airball. Can I get a picture? I got a picture. That only works about half the time in my experience. Okay, no fridge hiding. No bones that I can see. Power is upstairs. I know it airballed from like the other way. I don't know if that really means anything. No tarot. Are those books usually there? I think so. Still don't see any bones. No Jerry. No ghosty. I don't remember that mannequin. That means absolutely nothing. I just have never clocked it before, apparently. I mean, I'm hearing stuff, but it's not... I'm not getting anything that really kind of gives me an idea of where the ghost is. We have mirror. Okay, that would be the entryway. Let's turn off some lights. Do we have this hiding spot back here? No. Okay, so it's not getting cold here, but according to the stuff, it's here. We still don't have the bone. Right? Yeah. But let's check our sanity since we looked in the mirror. And then we can go looking for the bone some more. Let's get some other stuff in at the same time. Get that in. Put you there. All right. Okay. Open. I know I'm doing the exact thing that Tom and K21 always says not to do, of wandering around everywhere in the dark and then wondering why your sanity is zapped. I don't wonder why my sanity is zapped, though. I mean, I know it's zapped because I wander around in the dark. I honestly try really hard not to, but sometimes I can't remember how many lights I have on, or like here's the other light switch. So by the time I get over there, it's a doll head. I am turning around and leaving anyway, so I would turn it on just to turn it back off. Is the bone back here? Oh, this is a decent hiding spot. But we don't have... Yeah, motion sensor parabolic videos? Videos. We don't have a hunt objective, so I am not worrying about it. Oh, Ghost turned off the lamp. Ghosty killed that, though. Alright, I don't know. I don't know where the bone is at all. Thanks. Thanks for dropping dust all over me. No freezing. Alright, let's get more things in there. We're not going to worry about the doll. Or the doll, right. The bone. Oh, wrong direction. I had to violently sneeze there. Okay, let's put this the right direction now. Drop all that right by the door. And we've got orbs. I think they vanished before the camera was recording, but we do have orbs. Since the orbs seem to want to be somewhere where we aren't looking. I also think we had dots there for a second, but it could have just been the chandelier. It could have just been the chandelier. So we're not going to count that yet. And of course now the orbs are all the places that the camera would catch it if it hadn't gotten them already. Okay, you, and you. Let's go. Alright, so we've got the EMF, we've got the glow stick, and we've got the spirit box. It is throwing things in other places besides right here. Where are you? Where are you? Are you near? Are you close? Are you far? You're right here somewhere. Oh, damn it. However, after that, I want to check temp real fast, and then let's go check our sanity. Make sure I have nothing in my hands, so that we can bring in... What else do we need? Salt, parabolic, and motion sensor. That's not the button. That is definitely dots. I'm just going to put that there. Okay, we're going to go out here, since Ghosty killed the power. We have dots, which takes Mimic away, so we can put our orbs on. Right, where was power? Was it in the back, or was it upstairs? Let's go look. We're losing sanity fast enough without wandering around aimlessly in the dark. Okay, it's upstairs. Videos. Right, okay. Alright, we got disturbed salt. We got an object throw and a motion sense. And we have feet. We didn't catch them fast enough, but we have feet. Okay. We've got another banshee. Right, what are the objectives again? Because I apparently can't remember. Parabolic is the only thing we're missing. We're gonna check sanity, and then we're gonna go into what used to be the living room is now the dining room. Okay, sanity is good to try and get the parabolic. For the different badges, all you have to do is get the ghost right and live for the round to count. You don't strictly need like the objectives or anything like that. However, because we want to get at least the objectives, that's why we're still doing them. Come on, Gary. Right? Gary? Gary is who we're looking for? No, we are looking for Lucy Roberts. Gary was the previous one. Come on, Lucy. Can I get a sound? A banshee scream would be awesome, but I'll take any sound. Not that sound. Alright, since she's eventing on me, let's go look at sanity again. Yowzas. Okay, our sanity is still decent. Amazingly. Well, you gave me the sound I needed, so I will happily get out and leave you alone, Lucy. Have a good one. Supposedly some other team is going to come and exercise or cleanse or something. And we were correct. Bum, 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 bum. Since we haven't done it in a minute, we did not get the bone, unfortunately. I wonder where it was supposed to be. In the workroom. So it was in the mannequin room, we just couldn't find it. Okay, so we need one more. Just one more. I think for the last one, we will do a Pleasedale. And then we will have our farmhouse badge, provided we don't screw this one up.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. There have been new reports of a cursed object nearby. This must be the reason that the ghost was summoned here.
Alright, Steven Wilson. Video of a ghost, sound recorder, and sanity below 25. We'll see about the objectives on this one. I'm feeling now that we're only one away, like I'm feeling kind of impatient about finally boxing that off. And so we'll see about the objectives. At least we have this hiding for once. No music box. Power is not down here. Hiding is also... I mean, this works as a hiding spot, but it's not like an official hiding without the other boxes. Check the bathroom. Flush the toilet in case Ghosty forgot. I just heard a light go off. That is not hiding this time. That light went off, and that was not us. So Ghost is in here. The upshot is, that's outside. So we'll put this there. Helps if you open the door the correct direction. Bone. That is the only way I will find a bone in the garden. As if it's a giant-ass skull. Just being honest. And I'm sure all of you have seen this ad nauseum. But there on the paper is the little Easter egg for Nels. Okay, so what is it? Mirror Monkey paw. Or tarot, right? No mirror. No hiding. No monkey paw. But we'll take some bottles of whiskey. Emotional support whiskey. No tarot. Okay, what didn't I look for? Voodoo doll. We did not look for Jerry. Hi, Jerry. Okay, single malt scotch or the 6-finger scotch. That looks more like Jack Daniels. We'll get rid of that one. Yeah, we'll keep the fancier seeming one. Are you okay there, man? Here, have some of that. That'll make everything better. There we go. Oh, and we will rescue some puppies and kittens, too. Since this is probably our last game of the day, we will definitely rescue some puppies and kittens. That's not what I wanted. Hi, Dots. Okay, drop you down also. Get the other crucie. Get the other dots. It'll help us with getting video. At least in theory. Okay, let's do mark down dots though. Sanity is still good. If there's going to be a gap, I'd rather it be way back there. We are still not freezing. Okay, it recorded the dots. Cool. Right, so we have video evidence of the dots. I mean, we already marked it off, so it's not like we're gonna forget. I don't know what we're EMF 3ing about, but I'll take it. Alright, no ghost writing. Ghosty threw the book at me. So we'll go ahead and cross that out. What else is in my hand? What would be nice when you box off like the farmhouse badge or the asylum or the lighthouse or whatever is if you got some extra money along with it. Just saying. Yeah. Not because we need money or anything. It's not because we're like super broke, but you know. Now I still have the spirit box in my hand. Right, sound recorder and sanity. Where are you? Yep, that light is on. I need to wait for it to go off. Where are you? Cool, works for me. So doing it that way is not... It is my preferred way of doing it. And so with those... With the motion sensor lights, since the lights have to be off for the spirit box to work, right? With the motion sensor lights, the ghost can turn the light on. You walking around can turn the light on. All those things. But I don't really want to go turn off the power. So, if possible, sometimes it's not possible. And it's not a great way to do it because if you need to walk around, you're going to trigger those lights. And they stay on for a little bit and all that stuff. So, it's not really the best way to do it, but if you can manage it, if it actually works out for you to do it that way, then I say do it. And that's just me. Okay, so we have feet, which means it's not a wraith. Now, we already got a dots video. We could get a dots photo, though. Oh, we've got footses. We have a phantom. I don't get too many fans of Tom. I've gotten more recently. I've definitely gotten more phantoms recently. Alright, Ghosty, you want to make some sounds into the sound recorder for me? Pretty please? Did it take it? It did. Call that paranormal talking. It could have fooled me. Okay, that time I could actually understand what it was saying. Previously, not so much. I think the dots are ready for a break. They were off, and then they were on, and... Alright, we need one more sound, Ghosty. Pretty please? One more sound. We should go take a look at our sanity. Sanity's not too bad, but we're gonna go ahead and take meds. That way, if Ghosty decides to keep being a poo-poo head about this last sound, we've got some time. Come on, Ghosty, can I get one more sound, please? Come on, one more sound. I just need one. I just need one. I don't know if I stand out here, will I still hear the thingy? I don't know. And it's one of those things of like, without two people where you've got one person in the thing and one person out here testing it, you have no way of knowing. Because technically you're outside of the map at that point. Hi, Dots. Come on, one more sound. One more sound. Come on, please. Come on, Ghosty. I just need one more sound. That's it. Not dots. Sound. Ghosty. Come on, Ghosty. One more sound, please. The first one, it was all like, you want a sound? Here you go. And now this time, it's all no. You want sounds? What's our sanity like? Sanity's okay. We know it's a phantom. I think... Hold on one second. Sorry about that. I needed to sneeze, and then of course I mute, and the sneeze doesn't want to happen. Anyway, I think we know it's a phantom. We've got some media, we got an objective, so that'll give us some money. We're just gonna call it. So that way we can get our badge, finally.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
And we were correct. Ba-ba-ba-bum. And there's the badge. Let's go to it. There we are. We've got our cock badge. Our rooster badge. The farmhand badge. Whatever you want to call it. We've got it. We finally got it. We only dodged, what, 3 times, 4 times? I don't know. I wasn't counting. I stopped counting. But we finally got it, folks. Alright. So, I am going to say that that is it for today. Let me snooze ads, because they are just coming right up on us. That is it for me today. I appreciate all of you. Thank you, all my lurkers, all my chatters, everybody in between. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Drink some water. Eat some good food. Do something just for yourself. Self-care is important. Doesn't matter what it is. Do something just for you. I will be back on tomorrow unless all of the head cold sickness gets worse. I will be back on tomorrow, 4 p.m. Mountain Time US. I will see you all then. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye, everyone.